Welcome to another installment of the Delayed Call. I'm Jordan Horrobin. Andrew Gillis is over there. We got Sean Hogan in the middle, Ohio Hockey's head coach. A couple of housekeeping items before we get to talking about Colorado this week. So first, with Kent State last weekend, a 4-0 shutout on Friday, 4-2 win on Saturday. Positives or negatives, what kind of takeaways did you draw from that weekend?
Well, I thought, for the most part, we played pretty well. What I like most about us is we had the puck most of the time, like puck possession-wise. We created a lot of offensive opportunities. I think their goalie played well both nights, especially on Saturday night. Their goalie was outstanding. We outshot them both nights by almost 30, I think. So that was all good. I think some of the penalties on Saturday night we addressed on Monday, and we can't play that way. We can't put ourselves down a man and continue to think we're going to hockey games that way. So we got to make sure that they're not taking penalties.
And something that you talked about with the penalties, that it was not just the young guys, it was guys top to bottom in the roster in terms of experience. So is that something that kind of came as a surprise to you, even at this kind of earlier stage in the season?
Yeah, I think we gotta continually talk about being mentally tough, not only physically tough but mentally tough. And when you take penalties, behind the play or slashing guys after the whistle, there's nothing to argue about. You can't do that. That's a penalty, and to put us down like that doesn't mean that they're going to score, but it means we're not going to score probably. So we need to make sure that we're playing 5-on-5 hockey as much as we can.
And what do you tell your guys? How do you try to draw that line? Because Kent State was a much more physical series than John Carroll was. So what do you tell your guys to draw, or where to draw that line as for playing aggressive, playing chippy, as opposed to playing smart or taking penalties?
Well, I think it's just what you said. We want to play aggressive. What we preach is we want to outwork. You can say outwork, outwill, outcompete. We're going to physically intimidate as much as we can, but we're going to do that in between the whistles. And then Kent State, very physical series, but Colorado's going to be just as physical as well. And it's just going to get harder as the year goes on, and the ice, gets smaller, and the bigger the players are. And we just got to make sure that we're mentally tough and we don't take penalties.
Just before we get to Colorado, because it came up in the news this week, with you guys hosting the ESPN 3 game October 21st, I think it is, against the University of Jamestown. So when did that news come out for you? Was it just through email? Or?
Yeah. So well, back in the league meetings back in Naples, Florida, in April, the new executive director Mike Wally has been doing a great job with the ACHA. He said he's going to have a deal with ESPN Family Network to start broadcasting, a few ACHA games, which is really exciting. And I always hoped that Ohio University would get one. And then what happened was, right at the beginning of the year, they announced it was going to be a game of the week based on rankings, based on opponents. Those started on ESPN 3, and then we put a bid out there for it that we wanted to participate in that. And then last week, I was notified that we had a good chance of getting one. And then, just a couple days ago, the announcement was made that we're going to play this game.
So what kind of reactions, just off the bat, from the guys have you seen from that? Just
well, I think
excitement.
The guys on the team are excited for sure, but I think most importantly, the alumni have been reaching out, and people who've been involved in Ohio hockey before just have seen how much it's grown. I mean, the league in general has grown, but Ohio hockey has grown every year. It's better than the year before, and, in terms of the level of athlete, the teams that we're playing against. So it's exciting. I think it just legitimizes more and more what we're doing.
And moving to Colorado, you guys haven't, over the last time you guys have played this high ranked of a team this early. I mean, last year you guys had 3 series, or pretty easy series for you guys. But this year, it's you're going to have competition right off the bat. So what are you telling your guys, just in the way that they're going to have to turn it on immediately to get a top 10 team coming?
Yeah, I think a lot of the older guys as well, that they know that Colorado's a good team. They're a perennial national tournament team, at least the last few years. They got a great coach over there in Eric Ballard, and they got some really good players that some of those guys have a chance to be on the national team. So a national university team, I should say. So it's going to be right away. They'll know that it's a faster game, and they're a big opponent, and a small ice at Bird Arena makes it difficult to play against. So we got to be ready to go from the puck drop. We don't want to fall down, 2 goals early and have to dig our way out of that. So we have to get ready from the puck drop, be ready to go.
And how did that come about, the whole Colorado series? Because they're making that cross-country flight. So how did you contact them? Did they contact you? What happened?
Yeah, so it's scheduling. You reach out, kind of get a feel for what opponents want to do. And Colorado had mentioned to me several years ago they wanted to come to Ohio, and I was, anytime really. I don't know if we're really in the market of making a return trip quite yet, but they reached out and I said, here's the dates we had available, and for non-conference games. And they jumped at the chance to come and play us. So we're excited to have them. I think we've never been home at homecoming before either, so it'll be interesting to see how our crowd is. And with a big name opponent like Colorado, and then the excitement of the ESPN 3 game, I think Ohio hockey is just legitimizing itself every week, really.
It's Wednesday now, so I'd imagine you've probably gotten a chance to see maybe a little bit of film, at least from Colorado. What have you seen? What have you been looking for really in that film, and then what have you seen that kind of stands out to you about the way that they play?
Well, they're offensive for sure. The film that I have, they put up 12 goals against Rutgers. They're huge. They're big like we are. So they have a big goalie, and they're fast. So it's going to be a really evenly matched game. So I think that's what we are too. We're big and we're fast, and we're good on our special teams. So I think hopefully we get some power play chances. We can capitalize on that. But I think it's going to be a tight game. There's not going to be a lot of room out there, and we're going to have to possess the puck and not have any giveaways.
Anything else? Last words? Nope, that's all we got. Ohio hosts Colorado homecoming weekend, Friday and Saturday night, Bird Arena, 7:30. Thanks for watching the Delayed Call.